my name is Eva if you're new here, and today I thought I would check in with regard to what diet I'm following, what I'm eating in a day. As some of you know, I am a huge paleo keto person. I have a whole paleo Instagram where I post a lot of my paleo and keto recipes that I make. I can actually link that down below, but I just wanted to check in because I've been on and off with the diet for quite a while now, actually. If you followed my channel in the past before I made some of these recent changes, I did make a lot of videos on the keto diet and my fitness routines and the paleo diet and what I was doing. I've been on and off paleo for quite a few years now, but I also got into keto maybe like 2 years ago, where I really restricted my carbs, and I talked about some of my experiences with that in previous videos. But again, I've been kind of on and off. I've been a little bit more flexible lately, where I do include some of the things that aren't included in those diets. But I just wanted to keep you guys updated with any diet changes that I continue to make, what works for me, what doesn't work for me, just to help you guys too if you want to experiment with different things, and if you want my opinions with regard to how different diets affect my body. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you want to see more videos on my diet and fitness routines, and turn on those notifications so you can see when I post. Once again, I'm trying to aim for one video a week. That is my goal. So let's get started. Throughout the past 2 years with COVID, and I know everybody's dealing with the stress, but including me, I've had to deal with so much stress with that in terms of, my job, and I actually got COVID not too long ago. So with all of that going on, I definitely had to make some adjustments to my diet, just because you don't want a diet that's not going to work for you, and you don't want a diet that's going to further stress you out. So keto and paleo, even though I'm used to what foods to eat and I know what foods to go to, it is somewhat of a physical stress on my body, especially keto personally. So I tried to keep that in mind. I didn't want to overdo it, and I remained flexible. I will say that when I did get COVID, I tried to stay keto as much as possible. It helped a lot with my head migraines and my brain fog that was a result from getting it, and it helped me heal. I do believe that it helped me heal. And then after that, I was somewhat flexible with my diet. But now I am continuing along my health journey, and despite being flexible for a few months at this point, I am back on track with paleo. The thing is, I don't keep a very strict track of my carb intake. I am just very used to what foods are low carb and what foods are, follow paleo restrictions, like no grains. I do incorporate some dairy, again, dairy's okay on keto, not so good on paleo, so I try to compromise. It's all about what works for you, and I do maintain flexibility within certain restrictions. I think that's the best way to put it. So I'm not currently eating really any grains, and even if I eat gluten-free foods such as rice, that still sometimes upsets my stomach, so I try to eliminate that as well. I'll still have it occasionally, but again, basically my approach now is whatever diet works best for my body. In the past, I would do keto and paleo, or just nothing, and I would stick with it, and I would only focus on maybe working out or intermittent fasting, which is great, but I was ignoring the signs that my body was giving me. And so now I kind of have a different perspective, where I am paying attention to what my gut is saying and what my body, and basically how I feel. Am I energetic? Am I tired? Do I feel sick? Do I feel nauseous? Am I getting a headache? All of these things, and it's gonna show up all throughout your body. Notice it and think, is it because of something I ate? So I am trying to focus really on what makes me feel good and what foods really nourish me and make me feel the best I possibly can be, which I don't think I was really doing before. So that is kind of a change now. But with that being said, most paleo foods do make me feel good. So I'm not eating really any grains. I'm not just gluten-free. I'm getting rid of even like rice and, oatmeal, or, other things that are just gluten-free. I do eat dairy, but I'm limiting it for the most part to goat's milk cheese, or other alternatives that aren't so harsh on your system. I'm trying to limit beans. I do eat beans, and I always have eaten beans occasionally, despite being on paleo or keto even in the past. but I am limiting them just a little bit more now. I still won't cut them completely out because I don't notice any significant reaction to beans, but I'll eat them in moderation for sure. I'm not eating a lot of sugar right now, so goodbye ice cream. But there are alternatives, like I make banana ice cream, or I'm actually going to try to figure out how to make frozen yogurt. You can kind of experiment and you can bake different things, but I can make separate videos on that for sure. So that's kind of where I'm at, almost like a diet that really pays attention to how certain foods make me feel, and kind of going back a little bit to the paleo and keto, but being a little bit flexible if it involves, helping myself with any stress that I'm experiencing to kind of adapt to my lifestyle. So here is my what I eat in a day video. This is my first time really doing one. I would have to say I might have done one in the past. And the meals that I show in this video are meals that I really love to make and eat. So I try to make things that are really tasty but also really good for you. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope that it gives you some inspiration for what you guys should be eating or cooking if you want to follow this kind of a diet. So enjoy!
Okay, so to start off with, I really love this organic cold pressed juice from Trader Joe's. It's actually a green juice that doesn't have apple in it, which is great for me because I'm allergic to apples. I know it's terrible, but it does have cucumber, parsley, grapefruit, celery. It has a bunch of good things, kale. Um, and you shake it up and you just drink it. It's not the greatest taste in the world, but I did get used to it after a while. And I also add it to smoothies, which is great. So you can see me just drinking it here. I drink about a fourth of that big bottle a day. And so I grabbed some smoked salmon. I really love smoked salmon, also from Trader Joe's. You can tell I love shopping there. They have a bunch of stuff that, sometimes I can't even find at other grocery stores. So I personally think they have some of the best smoked salmon ever. I just get this wild smoked salmon and I put it on a plate. Sometimes I have this with eggs, but today I just decided to have smoked salmon with some avocado. Plain and simple. We have, some creaminess with some saltiness. It's just a wonderful breakfast and very simple, very easy and quick to make. I pour some olive oil on top. It just adds like a nice flavor to it. And I also add some of Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. I know everybody loves this seasoning. I have to say I'm also a fan. I put it on here just for some extra crunch and some extra flavor. It really is a nice addition to a very simple breakfast. And as you can tell, I absolutely love it. It is one of my favorites. I also sometimes just have some lemon water. Not always, but again, I'm allergic to apples, so I limit the apple cider vinegar. So instead, sometimes I have some lemon water. Just very refreshing way to start the day. And so for lunch, I decided to make a big salad. And you can make salads any way you want. That's one of the things I love about salads. You can basically add any ingredients that you really love to add, and you can make different types of salad. So today I kind of made like a chicken, almost like a club salad, just without the bacon. I could have added bacon, I just didn't want to today. But I had some eggs, I had some sauerkraut just for gut health. I decided to add some scallions, some arugula, some sunflower seeds for, again, like a nice crunch. So I started off with my bowl. I added some mixed greens and arugula, some scallions, some sunflower seeds. I had hard-boiled eggs. Look at those yolks. They're amazing. Pasture-raised. Some chicken, some sauerkraut, and I just threw it all together. And, these are just such nice additions they complement each other so well. The sauerkraut is a little bit of a sour bite, while the eggs are creamy and the chicken obviously is salty. So it just all goes really well together. Honestly, I love this salad. I put some salt on. Usually I put some lemon, but today I'm going to be using some dressing. I also put pepper, of course. I love pepper on my salads. As you can see, I add some more crushed red pepper in addition to regular black pepper, and I put a lot on there. And I also add some garlic powder, secret ingredient to salads. I love adding garlic powder on my salads. And I put basically topped it all off with some cilantro, lime. Um, I guess it's a salad dressing, but it's also a marinade from Primal Kitchen, which you could easily get on Thrive, but you can buy it at Whole Foods. And in a lot of grocery stores, they sell it as well. They have so many different flavors, but that was my first time trying that. So, as you can see, I chopped some red onions in about 2 seconds, and yes, they made me cry. I muted the audio so you couldn't hear me sniffling, but it was pretty bad. But anyway, I chopped them up, put them in a pan. You basically just saute it for maybe 5-10 minutes until they're clear and soft. And then once they were sauteed, you really want them to have that nice caramelized brown texture, and that's how you know it's done. So once I knew that it was at the point that I could add some other ingredients, I put some garlic in there, some fresh chopped garlic, mixed it all together so it's all well combined, and you cook that for, I would say, maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. You don't want to burn the garlic. That would not taste very good. So then I got some organic grass-fed beef also from Trader Joe's. I try my best to eat grass-fed beef whenever I can, and I threw that in the pan and I chopped it up along with the onions and garlic together, cooked it up until, wow, look at that. That's making me really hungry. So it's all nice and golden brown, and you can see some of the fats melted in the pan. I keep it all in there, especially because I'm doing, a keto paleo diet. I threw some cumin in there. Really great flavor for tacos. Oh, by the way, this is tacos. I forgot to mention that I'm making tacos. Guys, this is my first time doing a voiceover, so yeah. Anyway, so yes, I am cooking tacos for dinner this day. I added some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and the cumin before. So I mix it all up, really nice flavor. And, again, you look for that caramelized brown color. And then I decided to throw it on a plate. I did a half taco salad and a half in one of these siete cassava flour tortillas, which is my favorite. I love these. Those are so great for tacos, but also just wraps. I make breakfast wraps with them a lot, which is really good. I topped it with some shredded goat's milk cheddar. You can also get that at Trader Joe's. Shout out to Trader Joe's. I pretty much all the ingredients I used are from Trader Joe's. So I used that goat's milk cheddar. I chopped up some romaine and I threw it on top for a nice crunch. You can also add spinach, or some of that arugula. Arugula I love to put on top of taco salads. And then my family got Chipotle, so I decided to sneak in an extra guacamole for me and some of the salsa, so I threw that on top as well. And actually, instead of using sour cream this time, I used plain yogurt, and that actually tasted quite good. I was surprised. So that was my dinner, like a little taco. It was Wednesday night, but a Taco Tuesday, Wednesday, shall we say. So anyway, thanks guys for joining me on my What I Eat in a Day, and I hope you enjoy. All right, bye.